Hi everybody, in this video we're going to take a quick look at the VLOOKUP function in Excel, probably one of the most legendary built-in functions in Excel history. So what is the VLOOKUP? Well, the VLOOKUP, the V stands for vertical, so it's a lookup that looks up vertically, which means it just simply looks up or down a column for a value and then matches that value to some other value in some other column that you as the user dictate in the formula itself. So let's get right to it. Let's see what that all means. I know that might be a little confusing, but here in about, I don't know, 2 minutes, you'll get it. So let's go ahead and type in equals, and then we'll start typing VLOOKUP. When we get to VL, you'll notice that VLOOKUP is the only built-in function in Excel that it shows. So you can go ahead and hit a tab, and it will open up the parentheses for you. The first argument you need is the lookup value. And in this case, we're looking up values in this column. We can say maybe your boss emailed you this list of part numbers and he or she needs the colors according to those part numbers real quick. And you're the only person who has that information. So in your lookup table over here, we're going to match that up. So your lookup value is H3. It's the cell reference for that first part number or the part number on the current row. We'll go with a comma there. We'll go to the second argument, and it's in bold here, and it's the table array. And that's our lookup table here. So we're going to go ahead and click into cell B3, and then we're going to hold the shift key down while we go down here and we click on cell C7, and that highlights the entire range for us, both columns that we need. We need to go ahead and lock that, so we're going to press F4, and that gives us the dollar signs that locks the columns and the rows. And so as we copy and paste or actually drag this down here in a minute, it will maintain that same range and not drag and shift that downward. So let's hit a press comma again. And now we need the column index number. And what that means is it's asking, well, which column do you want to pull the information from that matches to this part number? And so we want column 2. It's pretty simple in this case. You may have situations where you would have more than just 2 columns. So depending on what column you want to pull the information from, you're going to tell that to Excel here in this formula in that column index number argument. And so the range lookup is basically true or false. You've got to choose one or the other. We want an exact match, so we're going to use false. But instead of typing false, you can go ahead and type 0 as well. It means the same thing. So if it were true, you would type a 1. But in this case, 0 means false. So we'll close our parentheses, we'll hit tab or enter, and sure enough, the VLOOKUP brings back the value red, and we can check that here. 123 does match red. So click back into cell I3 and find your little tiny green square, hover over that with your mouse until it becomes a plus symbol. The cursor itself becomes a plus symbol. Then left click and hold and drag that all the way down to the last part number. And notice how it fills in nicely. So 125 definitely is green, and you can see it's all filled down here. So that's a real simple, quick introduction to VLOOKUP. And there you have it.